You see, Judas, his personal agenda was so strong, he could follow Jesus and use Jesus for his own ends. I mean, what a hypocrite. It was all about his personal agenda. But God knows the heart, doesn't he? As the disciples are mumbling and grumbling, Jesus says, aware of this, Jesus said to them, "Why are you bothering this woman?" In other words, why are you giving her a hard time? Why are you talking negatively about her? She has done a beautiful thing to me. The poor you will always have with you, but you will not always have me. And when she poured this perfume on my body, she did it to prepare me for burial. I'm sure there's Peter going, there he goes again, talking all this death and dying stuff. And now, did the woman really know that she was preparing Jesus for burial? Probably not. But Jesus gave it a deeper meaning. Truly, I tell you, Jesus said, wherever this gospel is preached throughout the world, what she has done will also be told in memory of her. Wherever this gospel is preached throughout the world. You get that? I mean, throughout the world, wherever the story of Jesus is told, throughout the world, what she has done will be told in memory of her. And here we are, some 2,000 years later. And it's true. I mean, how did Jesus know that? I mean, how did he know that? Kings and queens, presidents and world leaders, they all want to have a lasting legacy, don't they? Which we forget in a couple of years once they're gone. But here's Jesus, some 2,000 years ago, and what he said came true. Then, that's a very important then, immediately following this, one of the 12, the one called Judas Iscariot, went to the chief priests and asked, "What are you willing to give me if I deliver him over to you?" I mean, at this point, it's almost like Judas is saying, yeah, I'm done. If you're going to waste all of this money, Jesus, okay, or Jesus, if you're not going to take your earthly throne, if you're not going to put on your kingly robes and start to rule, Jesus, I'm out. So they counted out for him 30 pieces of silver. From then on, Judas watched for an opportunity to hand him over. Now, I don't care who you are. That's funny right there. Judas is going to hand Jesus over. I just want to say, Judas, come on. Do you remember when Jesus talked to nature and it listened to him? He calmed the storm. Judas, do you remember when we were at the grave of Lazarus? Even his own family was saying, don't open it. And yet Jesus called Lazarus from the tomb alive. Judas, do you remember when Jesus made mud and he put it on this guy's eyes, a blind guy, and he was healed? He could see again. Judas, do you remember how Jesus healed the lame? Jesus healed every infirmity and disease. He healed leprosy. Judas, who do you think you are? Judas, do you think you have enough power, enough intellect to betray God? Judas, who do you think you are?